Starting this Tuesday, the show 70 million have watched goes live.
You're through to the semifinals.
Yeah! America's Got Talent, live Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on NBC.
So is that for more like formal occasions?
Depends.
On what?
My mood, my outfit, that kind of thing.
Right. You think maybe I could try it on?
The medal?
Yeah.
No.
That's cool. That's fair.
24 Hour Fitness is a proud partner of the 2008 U.S. Olympic team and of everyday athletes everywhere.
You know, I won a T-ball trophy once. I don't wear it. I don't want to brag.
Bidding farewell to Beijing, tonight the Olympics come to a close. We'll take a look back at some of the highlights and tally up the medal count.
Also, a medical mystery.
Nothing made sense, and we went to specialist after specialist.
We'll introduce you to a local 2-year-old who is literally allergic to all foods.
And ready or not, it's back to school for kids all across the valley. We'll show you how some families are preparing for the upcoming week. News 3 Nightside starts right now.
We're watching out for you. This is News 3 Nightside with Maria Silva and Gerard Romalo.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. For about 17 days, Beijing threw a party for the entire world. The Summer Olympics there went out the same way they went in, with a bang.
Yeah, some are saying the closing ceremony is the most amazing in Olympics history. Jay Gray gives us one final look now back at the 2012 Olympic season.
It ended just like it began, with a rhythm. The spectacular heartbeat of light and song pouring from a nest of steel, echoing around the world. This country, so rich in tradition, has provided the canvas to paint a new image of Olympic history. He's going to stand alone! The first strokes of brilliant watercolor in golden hues, ending in the figure 8. For 16 days, this ancient but awakening land, living in the shadow of the Great Wall, was energized by a lightning bolt from Jamaica, enriched by determined achievement, and transformed into a final battleground for Diamond Warriors.
It's been really fun, you know, open my eyes, you know, to see what it's like on the other side of the world.
Victory, though, is not always taking home a medal. It's triumph over tragedy, or in the case of the Georgian team, a moment of peace in a time of war.
This is our fight here, so let's stay, but I think it would be hard to come back home.
It will be tough for everyone here, the competitors and the fans alike.
It's just been a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It's been absolutely magical.
A magic that continued through the closing ceremony. China's exit from the world stage after an amazing 2 weeks that for millions will live on forever. Jay Gray, NBC News, Beijing.
And this, of course, is the 2008 Olympic season, but you can bet the countdown has already begun to the 2012 Summer Olympics in London.
Tens of thousands cheered outside Buckingham Palace to start the new countdown. Those in London say their Olympics won't top China's, but they plan to be just as fantastic in their own British way. London also plans to save some money by combining the new Olympic Stadium and Village with old traditional sites. Looking forward to that. Well, it's back to school for Clark County students tomorrow, and for many that meant the big rush to get school supplies today.
Yeah, if you're a parent, you know that getting all the items on that supply list does not come cheap. News 3's Hetty Chang is here now tonight with how families are budgeting the best way they can.
Gerard and Maria, parents are getting back to the basics of budgeting, and kids are learning a tough lesson of their own. This year might mean reusing those old school supplies and making those new supplies last the entire year.
You're going to need at least 3 book covers, so grab 3 that you like.
Maya Aguilar has been through this once or twice. She's a junior and the oldest of 3 girls.
5 book covers.
Her mom knows she's leaving this year's back-to-school shopping in good hands.
We're getting everything that's been picked through, but stocking up on what we can, like spiral notebooks. They were 50 cents and we got 5 packages of them. Some paper and pens. Should we get 2 of each or should we only get 1 pack of each? Just 1.
And like many of the families here, for the Aguilars, shopping for school supplies this year is proving to be a tough assignment.
With 3 of them being in school now with their math, they all need separate calculators. So that gets to be pricey.
Parents are finding themselves doing their own math so they don't send their kids to school empty-handed and to empty classrooms.
Some of the school supplies that the teachers need, like the disinfectant wipes and the Kleenex and the paper towels and stuff that you wouldn't think is school shopping, but it is.
When those school supplies start to add up, that's when kids learn an important lesson in recycling.
I'm fine with using the stuff that I've used before because I like the stuff I've got and they're still in good shape.
As for the Aguilars, they wanted to spend no more than $200 for all 3 girls.
$136.82 is the total.
And they passed with flying colors. It's not just the stores that are packed with people the next few days, it's also the health district. Clark County requires that your child is up to date with all the necessary shots for the school year. Gerard.
All right, going to be a busy week. Thank you, Hetty. If you do still have some last-minute questions, we have all the back-to-school basics on our website. Head to kvbc.com. Just click on the virtual back-to-school fair.
And UNLV students start their fall semester tomorrow as well. And the university wants you to plan ahead for parking. You can find parking and shuttle routes on UNLV's website. Make sure you get your permit or pay for a meter so you won't get a ticket. The most spaces are at the Thomas and Mack Center lot and the North Parking Garage. Officials say give yourself plenty of time since the first few weeks are typically the busiest. And get ready for big changes when you park at McCarran. A new remote lot opens tomorrow near the Rent-A-Car Center. That's near Gillespie between Warm Springs and the Beltway. And the economy lot at Paradise won't accept any more cars starting early Tuesday. In mid-September, it will permanently close due to construction on the 3rd terminal. The airport is working on a new 5,000-spot economy lot to open in time for Thanksgiving.
Police are still looking for the person who pulled the trigger and killed a man at a local casino. It happened overnight at the Fort Cheyenne Casino. That's on Cheyenne near the I-15. North Las Vegas police got calls of shots being fired, and when they arrived, the victim was dead. If you have any information on this murder, you can call Crime Stoppers at 385-5555. You may be eligible for a reward. Someone walked into Harrah's Hotel today and robbed a casino cage. It happened around noon. Deanna Pettit, the director of PR there, tells News 3 there were no weapons involved. She says, fortunately, no one was hurt either. Metro robbery detectives are looking at surveillance video to get a better look at the suspects. An ever-growing cat population in the valley is being called a cat crisis. But today, at least a little relief as one local clinic performs a record number of surgeries.
News 3's Anita Roman shows us how the Heaven Can Wait Sanctuary hopes to keep cats alive, but not necessarily reproducing. And just a warning, you are about to see video of cats being before and during surgery.
These are homeless cats, hundreds of them. And once a month, with the help of dozens of volunteers and local vets, the Heaven Can Wait Sanctuary performs what it calls life-saving surgery on every cat brought in.
Today we're doing one of our homeless feral cat clinics.
When you really look at it, it looks like organized chaos, and it is a community effort. It really is a community effort. I think it's important that the public understand that there are some things that are being applied out there so far as part of the solution.
The solution, according to everyone involved, is simple. Spay and neuter the cats before they have more. It's called TNR, Trap, Neuter, and Release.
Everyone has to sign a release that they're going to be taken care of and be fed. You know, we just don't let someone take a feral cat and throw them in here, and they're not going to be taken care of after.
In just one day, the sanctuary prevented thousands of stray cats from being born. The math is actually pretty simple. 282 cats were brought in today. Of those, approximately 141 were female. Each would have had about 5 kittens per litter. That would have been 705 more cats. Of those, about 353 would have been female, times 5 more kittens a litter. Well, that would have equaled 1,763 more stray cats out on the street.
We already put down 31,000 cats and dogs. 21,000 are cats that die at the shelter, and if you're a cat, you got probably a 1 in 10 chance of getting out, getting adopted. That's not good odds.
The goal now is to expand, to hold even more clinics and save even more cats. Anita Roman, News 3.
And the Heaven Can Wait Sanctuary is a nonprofit organization. It had spayed and neutered more than 8,000 stray cats in the last 5 years.
Thousands are embarking upon Denver for this week's Democratic National Convention, and lots of preparation is underway for the events there. Final preps are being made to Invesco Field. That's where Barack Obama will deliver his speech on Thursday, the last day of the convention. The convention gets started tomorrow night in the Pepsi Center with a speech from Obama's wife, Michelle. Tuesday night's headliner is Hillary Clinton, and Wednesday night will be Obama's running mate, Joe Biden. A new Review Journal poll shows Nevada voters right now are leaning toward Republican John McCain. The phone poll was conducted August 13th through the 15th by Washington-based Mason-Dixon Polling and Research. The poll shows 46% of Nevadans prefer McCain to Obama's 39%. 15% of voters are still undecided, with a margin of error at 5 points. A June poll showed a much tighter race. McCain led Obama 44-42. A survey of 600 voters by the Reno Gazette-Journal shows Obama at 44% and McCain just behind at 43%. Now, since we're a swing state, you can bet that we're going to continue to see both candidates in our state in the few months before the election.
A cross made out of steel beams from the World Trade Center was dedicated today. It's now near the crash site of Flight 93 in Pennsylvania. Hundreds gathered for the 9/11 memorial service and the dedication of the cross. It's 2 tons and 14 feet high. It sits on a base shaped like the Pentagon. Firefighters came down from New York to help deliver the cross to its permanent spot.
Coming up, an amazing story of a child who cannot eat food.
So although Anthony may come up to me and say, I'm hungry, I want a snack, I want something to eat, I can't just run around the corner and cry.
How his family struggled to find out about his illness and how the 2-year-old manages to survive.
Plus, see a giant twister caught on tape, how it got dangerously close to some homes near Denver.
Well, tornadoes in Colorado and a tropical storm in Mexico on the Baja Peninsula. How will that impact your work week weather? Well, I'll let you know up ahead after the break when News 3 Nightside continues. Hang in there with us.
Thank you for making us your #1 newscast at 11 o'clock. This is News 3 Nightside at 11.
Closed captioning sponsored by Rob Graham & Associates.
You need a living trust or will? We've helped thousands just like you. Call Rob Graham & Associates at 255-6161 for an appointment.
Is there something missing from your morning routine?
Come on, move it, let's go!
Heavy traffic on Searles Avenue. I'd take an alternate route.
Be the first to see. Be the first to know. Wake up with the Wagners with Kim and Dana Wagner.
We'll give you a jump on the day's news.
And we'll keep you in the loop with the water cooler.
Chief Meteorologist John Fredericks.
I'll help you plan your day.
And first response team traffic with Tom and Tiffany.
We're tracking traffic from the ground.
And in the air, News 3 is watching out for you.
Wake up with us on News 3 Today.
With Metro PCS, you get unlimited local and long-distance wireless for $35 a month. And when you sign up now, there's no activation fee, and your first 2 months are free. Metro PCS. Hello. The leader in unlimited.
I came in to refinance my car, and I drove home in a new car for less.
Refinance your car at Courtesy Imports in the Valley Auto Mall, Henderson.
My new Mazda gets 32 miles a gallon. Thanks, Courtesy.
You can count on Courtesy.
Let's play some cards, guys. Game what today, huh, Dave?
Good man. I'm actually due for a return visit to the blood center myself.
Hey, I was down there too, you know, saving lives.
Right. This coming from a guy who needs a tranquilizer before an eye exam.
That gets me queasy thinking about it. Way to gut it out and donate. Donate? I gave Dave a lift down there. Every time he donates, he saves up to 3 lives, so I figure I might as well get credit for at least one of them, right?
Be a frequent blood donor. You can save up to 3 lives every time you give. United Blood Services. Give blood. Be a hero.
Closed captioning in Spanish, sponsored by attorney Adam Kuttner. Injured? Call the law offices of Adam S. Kuttner for a free consultation. 382-0000.
If you think your child is a picky eater, this story will have you thinking about mealtime much differently. Imagine having a child that is allergic to all food.
Well, for one Valley family, that is a reality. News 3's Catherine Whaley shares her story and how they're overcoming a problem that has many doctors puzzled.
Anthony, you ready for your surprise? Spend 5 minutes with 2-year-old Anthony, and you'd never know the struggle his little body has been through.
We were washing 60 to 70 baby bibs a day because the vomiting was so bad.
This toddler who loves his toy trucks
I'll help you.
literally cannot eat.
That was touching egg with my hands, and I touched him, and that's what happened.
As an infant, Anthony endured painstaking tests, but still no explanation.
Nothing made sense, and we went to specialist after specialist.
Then finally, an answer.
We were so excited and elated to finally be on the road to a diagnosis to help Anthony, but then when we went home and we researched how the disease is treated, we were blindsided.
Anthony has eosinophilic esophagitis. In simple terms, he's allergic to all food. For nourishment, Anthony's mom, Shannon, prepares amino acid shakes, and for a treat, a snow cone.
I remember the struggles and the tears for an entire year of saying, why is my son so sick?
But then came a turning point.
4 scoops okay? Okay, let's do it.
Anthony's family involves the toddler in every step of his treatment, including making his own shakes.
Go do your sippy shake. Okay.
Anthony's case is extreme, but for many children, the disease goes undiagnosed. Shannon's message for other parents is simple.
If your child is suffering, don't stop until you find an answer.
And the best medicine comes from the heart.
The most important thing that I've found is to be completely committed with enthusiasm.
An attitude which is contagious. Catherine Whaley, News 3.
And doctors we spoke with say the disease is becoming more and more common, but doctors still don't know exactly what causes it. If you want more information, we have a link on our website. Just go to kvbc.com. And of course, we wish them the very best.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of people grow out of their allergies, so hopefully that's the case here. And Jerry Brown joins us now, and start of the school week, so we're hoping for a good week.
Yeah, this is a pressure forecast. It was tough, too. I'm having Olympic withdrawal symptoms. I can't believe the games are... Why can't they go on forever?
I know. It was
2012.
Fun.
All right, we'll head London. All right, let's go right to it and take a look at a live shot of the Las Vegas Strip, and it was a hot one today, 107 degrees. You weren't imagining it. It was hot out there, folks. 93 right now with the southwest breeze at 5. Humidity up a bit, but still pretty tolerable at 17% with the dew point of 41. We do have some tropical moisture that we're going to talk about to our south, and our dew points probably will go up over the next couple of days. Take a look at a satellite shot, and I've got some radar echoes on here. You can see the moisture moving in. Could not really get into the valley. Plenty of it tonight out in Mojave County, Arizona. And there's been some activity down along the I-15 corridor. You saw a little echo down there by Prim. But really, Las Vegas reported no precipitation officially today, and we didn't get anything on our Water Smart network. You can see the monsoonal nature of this moisture moving to the east. Lots of activity around Colorado. Let's go south of Denver. Take a look at that tornado. You saw the amazing video before the break, and this is really scary. Can you imagine being in that home there? My goodness, I can only hope that somebody in there had a video camera, and maybe in a day or two we'll get some video from the bedroom window. That would be amazing. Those storms did not look like they could produce a twister this substantial, but obviously they did, and that is just an amazing picture. I could look at that all night, but I have to do a weathercast. So let's go back and take a look at another storm of some substance. This is Faye, now a depression centered, really stalled out over Mississippi. There's Jackson there, and you can see the moisture wrapping around. Some pretty heavy rains today over Louisiana, gale warnings on Lake Pontchartrain, and more heavy stuff moving on in. The good news, though, it was wet over Florida today, but that has pretty much dried out across the Florida Peninsula. Meanwhile, over in our ocean, this one, the Pacific, you can see Tropical Storm Julio came ashore on the Baja Peninsula. It's going to end up in the Gulf of California. In fact, let's go to the official forecast graphic from the National Hurricane Center in Miami. The Mexican government has issued tropical storm warnings for the southern half of the Baja Peninsula, and you can see the projected forecast track up to the northern Gulf of California. Let's go back to our computer. Let me tell you how that could impact us. There's a strong storm up to the north. That's going to help impede the flow of this moisture. The jet stream taking a dip, but the big story is the high pressure over us. That'll hold off the cooler air, which we'd love to get in here, and it should slow down Julio's moisture and deflect it off to the east. But that's what we hope. There still could be some moisture getting in here, so it's a real forecasting problem. 75 to 80 to the south of us, and generally in the 50s and 60s up to the north regionally. Another hot one tomorrow, although one caveat that if the clouds get in here, we do have a chance for some thunderstorms. Some of these temperatures could be lower. 81 degrees overnight with the west wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour. This is your forecast for the last night of summer vacation. And I do want to say, if there are any tourists watching, we have very high standards for our weather here, just like we have for our educational process. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to give tomorrow's weather a failing grade. It flunks the course, 104 degrees. That's just too hot for our young scholars going back to school. When you factor in a 20% chance of thunderstorms, we're going to be sending a note home to its parents. Okay, here's the forecast for the next 7 days, and you can see the big question mark is Julio. If Julio gets up and brings the moisture in, this forecast is not going to materialize, but otherwise I think it's going to be hot and it's going to be dry, and we do have a chance for some thunderstorms next week, and certainly in the mountains and south of us around Lake Mead, but probably getting in here as well. And the next week, right now, the models are showing 90s. Wouldn't that be nice?
All right.
Be wonderful.
Much better grade.
And everybody do well at school and do your homework.
Yeah,
all right.
Thanks, Jerry.
After the break, thousands of ducks take over a river in Reno.
And the Dark Knight no longer in the top spot, but still making millions. How much it pulled in this weekend at the box office.
Plus, Madonna hits the big 5-0 and kicks off a big concert tour in style. We'll show you how she reclaimed her title as Queen of Pop. That's next on News 3 Nightside.
I'm Sophia Choi with this Crime Tracker 3 alert.
Nancy Bateman is wanted for trying to hit a person with a car and then leading police on a chase. She's wanted for assault and battery with a deadly weapon and evading police. If you see her, call Crime Stoppers at 385-5555.
Take any intersection in any town, and AAA is there for you in more ways than you can imagine. Let's say you want to go out with your family. AAA gives you discounts at hundreds of places, like restaurants. And if you happen to get into an accident, AAA's reliable auto insurance is there to make things a little easier.
Oh, yeah. AAA?
That's good. So just think, how can you use AAA today?
And that was just the first half.
Get great rates on auto insurance. And get more. Get AAA.
It's Toyota's National Clearance Event, the perfect time for amazing deals and selection. Now lease the best-selling car in America, the 31-mile-per-gallon rated Toyota Camry for just $199 a month. Or get the 35-mile-per-gallon rated Corolla for $199 a month. Or lease the fuel-efficient 2009 Matrix for $199 a month. So don't miss this opportunity to save big at the Toyota National Clearance Event. Hurry into your Toyota dealer today.
The event is now on. But it won't last forever. The Lexus Summer Sales Event, where you'll find the best values of the year now through September 2nd. Lease the 2008 ES350 for $379 a month for 36 months with $34.99 due at signing.
Now's the time to save during Mattress Firm's Labor Day sale. Come in today for instant coupon savings up to $200 on over 30 different models. Plus get 0% interest until 2012 during the Labor Day sale going on now at Mattress Firm.
Earwax buildup can lead to discomfort, pressure, even hearing loss. Now there's Murine Irrigate. Its unique reverse spray nozzle sprays backwards to clean your ear canal without pressure on sensitive eardrums. Murine Irrigate helps prevent earwax buildup.
A combat movie with a comical twist held on to the box office top spot for a second weekend. Tropic Thunder stars Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr., and Jack Black as actors caught up in a real war while filming a movie. It finished just ahead of the new campus comedy House Bunny starring Anna Faris. And the new movie Death Race debuted in third place. Now, for the first time, The Dark Knight dropped out of the top 3 movies, coming in 4th this week, but still managing to rake in more than $10 million, bringing its 6-week total to more than $489 million.
The so-called Queen of Pop kicked off her Sticky and Sweet tour this weekend. In true Madonna fashion, the singer entered the stage on a throne. The concert happened just a week after her 50th birthday. Over the next couple of months, she'll put on 50 total concerts. Rapper Pharrell Williams and Kanye West, as well as Britney Spears, made special video appearances. Madonna will bring her tour here to the MGM Grand on November 8th and 9th.
Well, up in Reno, a bunch of ducks splashed their way down the Truckee River, but they weren't your typical ducks. They were rubber duckies. This kicked off the Make-A-Wish Foundation's 9th annual Great Truckee River Race. 15,000 yellow rubber ducks were released. Their adopters stood by cheering for them to finish up. They've each paid $5 a duck to benefit Make-A-Wish. Proceeds help grant 20 wishes to sick children. We'll be right back with sports. Stay with us.
Concerned about saving energy and the environment? Sunburst Shutters gives you both, and the most beautiful window treatment too.
My Sunburst shutters really block out heat in the summertime. I can see a difference in my power bills.
Sunburst Polywood Shutter offers the highest R value and heat resistance of any shutter.
We love the fact that Polywood is good for the environment.
And made right here in the USA.
Sunburst Shutters is celebrating the summer games with our biggest sale of the year. Call today and save up to $500 on beautiful shutters in your home.
If you're looking for a new home, this weekend Pulte Homes is giving you the green light. It's our Green Means Go sales event now through Sunday. Go for our Jumpstart tax incentive, a $7,500 match that's in addition to any tax credit you may be entitled to, plus up to $5,000 in free upgrades and fees for the first year. But hurry, the sale ends Sunday. Visit any one of our 11 Las Vegas communities, priced from the mid-100s to the mid-500s.
Hotels.com gave me 30% off my vacation. But that's through Hotels.com. It doesn't guarantee you a good review.
Get 30% off your next vacation. Welcome to Hotels.com.
This portion of the Summer Games is brought to you in part by Palm Mortuaries, serving Southern Nevada families with integrity and compassion since 1926.
Last night, the U.S. men's basketball team recaptured Olympic gold for the first time since 2000. To do it, they had to defeat Spain again. The team beat